All right. Hello. Welcome back to the channel. It is actually about 9 o'clock here in the morning, maybe a little later, and I have been out of bed too long. Most of you, most of you, before you think I'm just a lazy bastard, most of you know that I've had some medical problems and I don't sleep very well at night. So when I get to sleep, I tend to sleep as long as I can. It's usually about 3 or 4 hours a night, and I wake up at 9 in the morning, or whenever it is. And when I got up today. And I usually, I'm probably giving you way too much information, TMI, but when I get up in the morning, I usually put the shirt on I had on yesterday back on until I take my shower and then put fresh clothes on. So I've had the shirt on actually for at least 2 days now. And I did a video, and Tarkus, who's been a long time uh, who's been on my channel for a while, subscriber, I'm sorry, saw the shirt and said, I see you're wearing your Beatles shirt. You ought to do Let It, the Across the Universe by the Beatles from the Let It Be album, and then do a cover by Aurora. And I thought, you know what? I'll just go ahead and do that now since I got the shirt on. And Tarkus, again, has been around for a little while. I'm going to do that for him. But again, if you have not seen on my channel where you ask for something and I haven't done it, please be patient. I'm going from first to last. Occasionally I'll do one of my own and it'll get in line ahead, or my bride, or like this one. It's just a special request that I'm going to do. Also, if you haven't seen something you asked for, please ask me again, because I just get loaded with stuff, and I'm trying to still figure out a way to make it easier for me to remember. And so if you haven't seen something, ask me today. Ask me as soon as possible, and I'll just drop everything I'm doing and get it in, especially if it's a month old, which some of them are, or longer. Anyway, I digress. So here we go. This is the Beatles, and this is just a picture of their picture. And this was what Let It Be was, what, 1970 maybe, something like that. I had the album. Well, my dad had the album, and we listened to it all the time. We would sneak it out and listen to it, and then we broke it. And man, that was a big thing. So, as you can imagine. So anyway, here we go. The Beatles for Tarkus. Tarkus, here you go, man. Or woman, I really don't know. Probably a man. All right. Here we go.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my opened mind, possessing and caressing me. Change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Floats me under like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jackaroo Dave. Change my world. suns, it calls me on and on across the universe. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.
All right, guys, that was Let It Be, the album Let It Be and Across the Universe by the Beatles. Real quick, I always have to comment a little bit and act like I know what I'm talking about. A lot of times I do, sometimes I don't. Maybe it's the other way around. A couple things. This, I believe, was the time when they had gone to India and they had set with the guru, whatever his name was. I can't remember at the time. But I saw the movie. I don't know how accurate the movie was, but I believe they were dropping acid and also doing all this transcendental meditation stuff, and that's fine. I really don't care. John's voice on this is beautiful. This is a beautiful song. I'm assuming John wrote it because there's all this trippy stuff going on. And he was really getting into some really trippy stuff around this era and went after he met Yoko and stuff. So I really enjoyed this. I will say from a producing standpoint, there's some very neat stuff going on, and I'd urge you to listen to it again because you don't want me to try to mouth the sounds I'm hearing because it'd be awful. But there's a part in it where you can hear the guitar in the background. He's using a wah-wah pedal, is what it sounds like. And it's just very subtle, but with headphones on, it adds so much. And then at the end, of course, the strings come in, and there's some walking lines that are kind of walking over each other, where they're bop, 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 and then another one's kind of cutting across. Very well produced, very well done. I guess this was George Martin at the time that did this. I don't know. You guys know better. Well, a lot of this stuff way better than I do. I just react. I put it on and react, and you tell me what I need to know. And I love that about my crowd here. So Tarkus, we're going to do the Aurora, and I know that I did an Aurora. I don't remember which one it was, though. But I remember that I like this a lot. So here is Across the Universe, Aurora, and here we go.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither as they pass and slip away across the universe.
Okay, I'm going to pause it one time real quick. I won't pause it again. I do remember this like cover, like a version, Version. And I believe I'd seen this particular, I remember that title. So let me run this back to the beginning. Sorry, guys, and I won't interrupt it again. Here you go.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither as they pass and slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make the way across the universe. Jai Guru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world.
Wow.
Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless, undying love which shines around me like a million suns and calls me on and on across the universe. Jai Guru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru save my world. Jai gonna save my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Jai gonna save my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva.
Wow. Okay. Let me make some changes here. I thought that the second version was fantastic. I will probably make some people angry when I say this. I thought the second version, I liked it better. So for me, it was better. I had a comment this morning when I looked at my comments. Someone said, and they didn't mean it mean, I don't think they did, and I don't mean this comment mean, but they said, how can you take two songs and say one's two wonderful songs or wonderful artists and say one's better than the other? Preference, personal preference, that's all. So if you wrote that and you're watching this, I didn't take offense to it. I just want you to know that if I say I like something better, I think something's better, it's purely my preference and what I like and things I like to hear. On this one, I just think this is a better version of that song. A beautiful song, and understanding that the song was written, 50 years ago, right? Or almost 50 years ago. But a couple things about Aurora. And because of my memory, I don't remember if I did. I think I did. My bride tells me I have. So she could be transported to Woodstock right now, just like boom, magic. She's in Woodstock. No one would bat an eye, right? If they sent me to Woodstock, especially in my pajamas, which I'm wearing right now, and this 3-day Beatles shirt, it'd probably, raise some eyebrows. But she's got a wonderful voice. I loved the studio, and I'm still trying to get something done with my studio to get more sound, get the sound better, more dead sound in here. And I love the fact that they had, and again, this is just side, has nothing to do with the music, except that it sounds like they recorded this live in the studio. And in that studio, they had slats like you would see on the side of a house in the background all the way around. And I thought about that. You know, I could go, somewhere to a home improvement store and get that and put those up in no time instead of what I've been trying to do. So anyway, I'm just so digress. I loved also at the end, if you listen to the end, where the Beatles just kind of trail off, singing, nothing's going to change my world or whatever they're singing at the end. She changes keys and she adds layers of vocals in on top. And then the harmonies, of course, are amazing with the guy singing the bass. I think it's the guy sitting down that's singing the bass, which is amazing to me. But I'm willing to be wrong on all this. Tarkus, you sound like you know this band very well. So if you want to hit me back and give me some pointers on them. But thank you for the suggestion. I loved it. I will watch more of that band. All right. So, guys, if you like this video, hit like. If you like my rambling and whatever around, subscribe to the channel. Share with your friends. Hit the notification bell, because at this point, I've got 2 or 3 coming out a day every day now, because I have time to do more. Comment down below. Make your comments if you liked it. You didn't like it, talk too much, don't talk enough, whatever you need to say. I don't take offense, right? And I didn't take offense to anything that's been said on any of my videos. Don't be mean, don't be nasty. Okay, that's all I ask. All right? So please come back, and peace. Check out my other channel with my bride, Susu and the Wolfman, and see what we do over there. All right? Peace.